Welcome to Man Cave Insider. I'm Dennis. Thank you for joining me. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see past and future videos. This is my man cave, and this room is filled with things that I've been collecting my entire life, and these are the stories behind them. And today, we're going to take a look at the film Deep Impact, directed by Mimi Leder, which was released on 4K to commemorate its 25th anniversary. Development of the film began in the late 70s with Jaws producers Richard Zanuck and David Brown approaching Paramount about remaking the 1951 film When Worlds Collide. After many years, they were not able to get a suitable script together, so then they approached Steven Spielberg about developing the film. But Spielberg had acquired the rights to Arthur C. Clarke's novel, The Hammer of God, about an asteroid heading to Earth. They decided to merge both projects with a script written by Bruce Joel Rubin and Michael Tolkin. The film was going to be a joint venture with Paramount Pictures and Steven Spielberg's own studio, DreamWorks SKG, which he formed with Jeffrey Katzenberg and David Geffen. Because Zanuck and Brown had great success with Steven Spielberg directing Jaws, they offered him the chance to direct Deep Impact, but Spielberg turned it down because he was already committed to filming Amistad. Spielberg then approached Mimi Leder to direct the film. He had previously hired her to direct the 1990 film The Peacemaker, which was the first film from DreamWorks Studios. By this time, Leder was considered one of the most prominent directors in dramatic television, having directed episodes of China Beach, LA Law, and ER. Initially, Leder was reluctant to direct the film because she was not familiar with many sci-fi films, and Spielberg told her that is why she was perfect to direct this film. Deep Impact has several plots going on at the same time throughout the movie. One storyline focuses on MSN reporter Jenny Lerner, played by Tia Leone, who accidentally uncovers the story of the comet heading to Earth. Another story centers around high school student Leo Biederman, played by Elijah Wood. There's also another storyline focusing on the astronauts of the Messiah who try to stop the comet before it hits Earth, which features Robert Duvall, Jon Favreau, Ron Eldad, Mary McCormick, and Blair Underwood. Production of Deep Impact began in June of 1997 and lasted for 3 months. Initially, producers approached CNN about participating in the film, but they turned it down. So they then approached MSNBC, which was a relatively young news network at the time, and they jumped at the chance to be involved in the film. The scene involving Jenny Lerner being pulled over by Secret Service was shot on the Francis Scott Bridge in Washington, D.C., and production was able to shut down the bridge for several hours on a Sunday morning. One of the most impressive scenes in the film was the traffic jam scene, which used 1,800 cars on a newly completed bypass on Virginia Highway 234. The Comet set took up the largest soundstage on the Paramount lot. Production designer Lindsay Dilly based the look of the comet on a piece of crystallized sand called Desert Rose that she found in Tunisia while working on the film Raiders of the Lost Ark. The Ark scene was filmed in a canyon near Malibu with over 2,000 extras and 200 animals. Deep Impact was released to kick off the summer 1998 film season, and with a budget of $80 million, it grossed $350 million worldwide. Its opening weekend brought in $41 million, which was the largest opening by a woman director, which stood until 10 years until the first Twilight film was released. Deep Impact often gets compared with the film Armageddon, which was also released in the summer of 1998. But the reason why Deep Impact has endured over the past 25 years is because of the story and its focus on the drama over the action. After seeing films like Deep Impact and Armageddon, people always ask, can something like this actually happen? Well, NASA is actively researching and planning for ways to protect us and reduce the effects of a potential impact. In 2022, NASA commenced with the Double Asteroid Redirection Test, or DART, where they successfully crashed the DART spacecraft into its asteroid, adjusting its trajectory. So what I have here is Deep Impact on 4K. It's been a few years since I've seen the film, but it holds up just as well as it did in 1998. It's never looked better, it's never sounded better, and it maintains all of the extra features from previous releases. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 4K release of Deep Impact. So here is the 4K release of Deep Impact, which includes the film on 4K, Blu-ray, and a digital code. The slipcase has all the special bonus features from previous releases, and the film on 4K and Blu-ray, and all of the bonus features are on the Blu-ray disc. So that is it for our look at the 4K release of Deep Impact. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we look forward to seeing you next time.